this morning, President Trump says he personally blames Russian President Vladimir Putin for Russia meddling in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. The president made the remark in an exclusive interview with CBS Evening News anchor Jeff Glor. President Trump also told Glor he warned Putin not to interfere in future elections. Elsewhere, 2 teens were bitten yesterday in what appears to be shark attacks in the water off of New York's Fire Island. The incidents happened less than 5 miles apart, leading to beach closures. What appeared to be a shark tooth was removed from the leg of one of the victims, a 13-year-old boy. A 12-year-old girl was also bitten. The State Department of Environmental Conservation will identify if the bites came from sharks. On the campaign trail, Vice President Mike Pence's visit to Billings next week has been pushed back a day to Wednesday. Instead of next Tuesday, the free public event is now scheduled for the morning of Wednesday, July 25th. Those wanting to attend still need to register and reserve tickets at americafirstpolicies.org. Doors for Wednesday's rally open at 7:30 a.m. for the 9:30 event at Metro Park's Montana Pavilion. From the courthouse, a Billings man convicted in a 2015 murder will now get a new trial. The Montana Supreme Court says critical evidence was excluded from Joseph Polak's case. Polak is serving an 80-year prison sentence for shooting and killing Richard Hofferber in a Billings Heights trailer park. The incident reportedly stemmed from a dispute over a woman named Andrea Sattler. Sattler, the only eyewitness, may have been on drugs at the time of the crime, but a meth pipe found at the scene was originally excluded from evidence. Defense attorneys were not allowed to question Sattler about her possible drug use that day. Polak testified that he acted in self-defense, claiming Hofferber was charging at him with a spiked rod while high on meth. But in the end, the jury found Polak guilty of deliberate homicide, criminal endangerment, and tampering with evidence. The High Court says Sattler's testimony was the crux of the prosecution's case. The trade tensions between the U.S. and China are escalating. The new list of $200 billion in products under consideration for the new import taxes include items like bicycles, seafood, dog food, and even pocketbooks. Those items are among a list of furniture, food, and other commodities getting slammed with a 10% tariff. Economic experts say the additional taxes will ripple through supply chains, forcing companies in both countries to decide whether to take a financial hit themselves or pass it along to consumers. Montana Senior Senator John Tester took to the Senate floor Wednesday to speak up about the new tariffs.
Our farmers and our ranchers are being used as a pawn in a trade war that I can guarantee you not one of them asked for. This trade war is eliminating access to foreign markets that have taken generations to develop, and putting family farm and ranch operations in a severe financial pinch that we haven't seen anything like it since the 1980s, when we saw a mass exodus off the land. And that is where Montana's farms and ranches are today. And if prices continue to plummet, some of these families that have been on the land for over 100 years, will be forced to make some very difficult decisions.
A recent study published last month reports that the tariffs against the U.S. could cost the country more than 400,000 jobs. Meanwhile, a safer and more efficient design could soon be in the works for the Johnson Lane interchange in Lockwood. It's all part of the planned Billings bypass. On Wednesday, the Montana Department of Transportation announced the Diverging Diamond Interchange, or DDI. The state says this design will work best where Johnson Lane connects with Interstate 90. More than 80 diverging diamond interchanges are in use across the country, but this would be the first one in Montana.
It really allows them to control that traffic so people can move through in an efficient and quick manner. It looks a little bit confusing. The traffic patterns actually cross. But to the average driver in their car, it'll look just similar to any other traffic light intersection. Approximately 40 years out is what they designed for. Kind of comes with a little bit of a crystal ball of determining what kind of growth we're going to see in Lockwood and Billings, and I think we're going to see a lot of it. And I think this will be a great solution to help supplement that growth.
The new interchange is slated for construction in about 5 or 6 years, depending on funding. Construction on other phases of the Billings bypass between Lockwood and Highways 87 and 312 will be built before the diverging Diamond interchange. And our last story on this Thursday morning, the third Saturday in July means one thing here in Billings. It's the annual kickoff of the Yellowstone Valley Farmers Market. A dedication to local growers and responsible food production has helped the market thrive over the years, and now the farmers market enters its 33rd year. Patrons can look forward to a wide variety of locally sourced produce as well as prepared food items and know their dollar is going back into the community. Yellowstone Valley Farmers Market President Shelley Gavert, whose family greenhouse has been a 25-year vendor at the market, says customers can look forward to the same standard of excellence and friendly atmosphere they've come to expect over the years.
Got a few new food vendors, a couple new growers. The faces pretty much are the same of the vendors that are at market. Every once in a while there's new ones in. The weather's slowed us down a little bit. We might have some vegetables that aren't ready yet, but for the most part everybody's on track and ready to roll.
The market opens on Saturday mornings from 8 until noon and runs its season through October 6th.